Hey everyone! So this video is a tag video and it's the Elle's 15 questions tag. So if you don't know, which you probably all know who that is, that's All That Glitters 21. She's created this tag and I thought it would be kind of fun to do it. So I am. Now at the moment there is a big storm coming over, so if you do hear thunder, it is quite loud. Fingers crossed that the power doesn't go out. But please ignore that if you do end up hearing it, because that's all it is. So to get started, question number 1 is, what do you think you can do but can't? I'm sure there's other things. I mean, I know I can't spell. I'm a terrible speller, but I know I can't do that. Maybe math. I think I can do it, but I can't do it nearly as good as I used to. Question number 2, what is a difficult word for you to pronounce? There's one word that I was thinking of recently. I thought, oh, that's a good example. I can't really say it. I don't even know if I'm going to say it right now, but I'm going to try. It's basically the people that, you know, when you go in for surgeries and they put the needle in you and they do the thing in your arm and makes you go to sleep, that person. And I think they're called an anaesthetist. Anaesthetist? Anaesthetist? An anaesthetist, I think? I don't know. I don't like that word. I just say the person that makes you fall asleep when you go into surgery. Number 3, what is your favourite TV show from your childhood? There are quite a few, and because I lived overseas, we didn't get the normal TV shows that were showing in Australia. So a lot of my friends that I grew up with, when I moved back to Australia, I had absolutely no idea what they were talking about. But there was one show that my brother and I both loved when we were younger, and my grandma used to tape all the episodes, and once every few months she would send the videotape over and we would just watch that over and over again. And it was a show called Dinosaurs. I don't know where it aired or how many countries it went to, but it was basically people dressed up. You didn't know they were people, but the story was about a family of dinosaurs, and I think the theme song was like dun 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 dun, and then he'd run inside, or not run inside, but like go through the door and say, "Honey, I'm home," and then there was a little pink baby. And I remember Pizza Hut used to give away a little like hand puppet of the baby, which you see on a lot of people's tow bars on their cars now, but that's beside the point. But anyway, the baby, I think his line was, I think it was something like, "Kick the baby," or something, and then he's like, "Again!" Yeah, but that was a show that me and my brother used to love when we were younger. Number 4, what are your virtues and vices? This one, I guess, well, basically what it is, I guess, something good about you and something bad about you. So I'll start with something, I guess it's bad, like a bad habit or characteristic of me. I'm probably too hard on myself. I have very high expectations, and I guess that's a bit of a vice. Also, it's a very mild form of OCD. When I was younger it used to be a lot worse, like don't step on cracks and wash my hands multiple times a day, but I've gotten past that. I've been able to get around that, thank goodness, because it's really difficult. But what I find that's still kind of a problem for me is that being neat, as you can tell. Not with everything, but with things that are all the same when they're next to each other. I like to have them all facing the same way, or in colour arrangements, or size, or everything kind of has a place, and it kind of bugs me when things aren't where they belong. So I'm working on getting over that, and yes, with some things, as you can tell, I still do it, but I kind of like it because it's neat. But yeah, I guess it can be a little bit of a vice because it's sort of annoying for other people, and I know that. A virtue, I guess, I truly care about other people, genuinely care about helping them, about listening and being there for them. I'm very loyal in that sense, is that if you're my family or if you're my friend, I will be loyal. I am honest, even to the point where sometimes too honest, but I don't really consider that a vice. That would definitely still be a virtue for me, because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you don't need people to lie to you, sometimes you need that honesty, but sometimes you just need a friend, somebody that's there to help. And I think that's my virtue, is I'm very patient, I can understand, I'm very open-minded, so you can trust me, I'll keep a secret. Yeah, so I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's actually a fairly good virtue. Number 5. What's more important, love, fame, power, or money? This one is easy, and I'm sure most people, if not everybody, would have said love, and that is definitely the same for me. Number 6. If you could live in any era or time period, when would it be and why? I think it would have been interesting growing up in the 60s. The fashion, just the whole lifestyle that they had. Things that work people now, they didn't know of them back then. They didn't exist. Some things didn't exist. Some diseases didn't exist, like literally didn't exist. Or not as many strands of it at least. But yeah, I think the 60s would be interesting. I mean, if I didn't go back, I'd probably want to go forward, because I think our generation is on the edge of many discoveries, and I think that a lot of the things that I would like to see, like, you know, space travel, like for normal people, like the everyday person, and relocating to another planet and things like that, it's going to happen eventually, but not in my lifetime. But that would definitely be something that would be interesting to see. So yeah, if I didn't go backwards to the 60s, I'd probably go forwards maybe 100 years or so. That's yeah, providing that we don't destroy our planet and that we still exist in 100 years. Let's hope so. Now, number 7. If you had to redo your entire wardrobe with 2 stores, what would they be and why? I guess my stores that I would pick that I have access to would be Target, because a lot of my clothes come from Target, or at least a lot of the things that I buy I could find something similar in Target. It's kind of casual, but they do have some business, some more dressy clothes. They've got shoes, they've got cosmetics, they've got, you know, accessories, belts, bags, hats, scarves, pyjamas, socks, undies, everything. And then the second shop would probably be Maya, because it is a more upper class store as opposed to Target. It's kind of like Target's big sister, I guess. So you've still got socks, undies, you know, you've got more designer labels in some of the stores, shoes and things like that. So probably Target and Maya. Number 8, can you recall what you were doing a year ago on this day? And I actually had to look this one up, and yeah, it was a Thursday and I was at work, but that night I went to dinner with my boyfriend and we had Nando's, and then we saw a movie which is The Green Zone. And that's what we were doing, and it's funny because tonight, it's the 11th of March, it's a Friday this year, and we actually went out and we had Nando's for dinner, and we were also contemplating seeing a movie, but we were both a bit tired, and I think the movie that we would have ended up watching tonight is actually another Matt Damon movie. I'm pretty sure Matt Damon was in The Green Zone. I think that's just kind of funny. yeah, it's a little weird, but that's what I was doing a year ago. 9. Do you have reoccurring dreams? If so, explain. I do. I don't at the moment have any reoccurring dreams, but one I was having maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, the one that stands out the most, or at least the first one that I thought of, was one where I would be a passenger in a vehicle, and it is rather disturbing, so just putting it out there now, but I was a passenger in a vehicle, and I would be driving in the car, not me driving, I was the passenger, but we would be driving along and I would get shot in the head from the side. And it was very realistic and really, really scary, and it happened almost every single night for about 2 weeks. And it was horrible. It was really, really realistic and kind of scary. Don't know what it means, don't know if it means anything, but yeah, it's quite a disturbing dream, and I'm glad that stopped. Number 10, what is your horoscope? And mine is a Scorpio. Number 11, what does your dream bedroom look like? Probably a spacious bedroom, not overly huge, just spacious. A king bed, because I like to have a big bed, plus my boyfriend's quite tall and hogs the bed a lot, so the bigger the bed the better, because at least then I can actually get some room too. Probably like dark wooden furniture or antique stain furniture. A feature wall, probably like a denim navy colour with silver accents around the room, something like that. Just very calm, very tranquil, very relaxing. Yeah, that's what I think it would be. Number 12, what position do you sleep in? I used to just sleep purely on my back, but now it's kind of a bit of everything, because I do have really sore back a lot of the time. It depends on what's hurting at that time. Normally when I'm falling asleep, I sleep on my side. When I wake up, it's anybody's guess how I wake up. Number 13, who is your favourite vampire of all time? I don't know, I mean, if I had to pick a vampire that I knew of, I'd probably pick Alice from Twilight, because I kind of like her character the most. Now, number 14, what are you currently wearing on your feet? At the moment I'm wearing socks, and they actually came free with a packet of soothers that I bought ages ago. So they're kind of pilly. I mean, I'll show them to you, I guess, but so they're just, you know, some checkered kind of socks, and yeah, they were free, so can't complain. And the last question, number 15, do you have neat handwriting? Show us. I don't think I have neat handwriting. It changes all the time. Yeah, it's kind of inconsistent. So, it just says, hey everyone, I hope you have a great weekend. Love, Winter Rose 84. That's my handwriting, nothing special, kind of messy. In other news, I think the storm's passed over us. There were some loud cracks of thunder, but nothing too major. The dogs probably made more noise than the thunder did, so sorry about that. But that's it for now. Feel free to do this tag. I think it's a little bit different to the tags that I've seen before, and I'm actually kind of creating my own tag, but it's kind of obscure, so I don't know if it's going to catch on. But yeah, I'm a little random and a little crazy, and so that's what my tag is going to be like. Random and crazy and just nonsensical. But yeah, it's all for a bit of fun. If you want to do this tag, I will post the questions below. Just cut and paste, and you can video response it too if you want. I love watching other people's tags. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure, I guess. But yeah, so feel free to do that. If you have any comments, you know where to leave them, just comment below. But apart from that, I hope you are all having a fantastic Friday, and I think most places around the world are now into Friday. So I hope you have a fantastic Friday and a fantastic and safe weekend, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Bye!